Joining me, as he does every Wednesday, the wonderful Kel Richards. Kel, this one's a special request from my old boss, Tony Abbott. He said the other day, you need to ask Kel about the phrase, over the moon, so I am. Where's this one come from?
Actually, much older than I would have thought. Goes back to 1718. And according to the Oxford, it comes from the old expression of jumping for joy. And the idea is that the person doing the jumping for joy gets so excited and so carried away, they jump right over the moon for joy. In the 1970s, it became a really popular expression in British football. When teams won or lost, it was half of two expressions. If they won, they were over the moon. If they lost, they were as sick as a parrot. So it was very big in England at that particular time. And Michael Quinion, a mate of mine who's a great linguist, runs the World Wide Web, says, the World Wide Words, says it probably in the end goes back to hey diddle diddle, in which you will remember it was the cow that jumped over the moon.
Yes, I remember. Well, that's where I thought it might have come from, and you're referencing at the time there with Abbott, probably sort of meshed with the time he was at Oxford, so that makes sense. Hey, talk to me about part and parcel. John wants to know what's the origin here and the meaning.
OK, the two words are virtually identical in meaning, so it's a tautology. The word parcel came into English in the 1300s, I think, a long time ago, and it came from an Anglo-French source word meaning a package which was part of something. So it's related to words like part and particle and so on. So why are two words so similar in meaning packaged together as a little couplet? We can blame your lot, Peter, because the lawyers did this to it. There was an ancient legal practice of putting together a couple of very similar sounding words, similar meaning words, in order to cover every eventuality. So we got expressions like aid and abet, fit and proper, all and sundry, without
belt
let or
and braces.
hindrance. Yes, exactly, all of those. And this is a legal expression from the 1500s.
What about fly off the handle? Vicky wants to know about that one.
Comes from the American backwoods, recorded 1834, and it's about what happens when a loose axe head flies off the axe handle. It is very dangerous, it could cause injuries to people, and it's out of control. So if someone flies off the handle, that's the image. They're very dangerous, they're out of control, and they might injure someone.
I thought it might have been something to do with fry pans, but I got that one wrong. Hey, what about scot-free? Charlie wants to know the origins of the term scot-free, as in, you know, like get off scot-free.
Well, originally meant free from payment. Now it can mean free from anything, but it originally meant free from payment, and it goes back to the days of Old English 1,000 years ago. And a scot, originally pronounced shot, was a payment or a fee or a charge that had to be made, and if the charge against you was cancelled, then you got off shot-free or scot-free. That's where it comes from.